Mr. Wake. We're taking you back to our field office in Bright Falls. You can freshen up there, and then we'll talk properly.
Hey, Mom. Before you say anything, I'm totally fine. Don't freak out. Dad shouldn't have even texted you.
Logan? No one texted me. What's going on?
I'm totally fine. I slipped, that's all. God, it's not the end of the world.
Put your father on the phone.
Okay. Dad, it's Mom.
Don't worry, hon. Logan slipped in the shower and bumped her head. She has a slight concussion, but I'm keeping an eye on her. Lucky I heard her fall. She could have drowned.
Jesus, David. Why didn't you call?
It's not David's fault.
Tried. It didn't go through.
70% of household accidents occur in the shower. David couldn't help it. That's a statistic.
No, it's,
Why is she so quick to blame David? No wonder their marriage is falling apart.
Well, if you need a hint, my years of board game victories tell me Colonel Mustard did it.
I'll keep an eye out for him. Love you, Dave.
Love you.
Okay, maybe their marriage isn't falling
Wanna say
apart.
bye to Logan?
It's just an overused trope, so I assumed it
Bye for
was.
now.
My bad. Whatever. Nice music. Oh, I like how we've patched ourselves up with the bandage. That's pretty cool. That's neat. I like that. Why do we do everything in sync? Why is Alan wearing plaid? Come on, dude. This guy's usually seen in suits. Now he's wearing a fucking Ross plaid shirt.
You'd like us to reach out to, Mr. Wake? You've been gone a long time.
No. They'd be in danger. It'll come for me.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Robert Nightingale. Do you know him? You were both here in 2010.
The Dark Presence got him back then. That's the last time I saw him. 13 years. Fuck me.
Tell us about the pages. You had what looks like a title page with you. Return. Is this the name of the story on these pages? The writer's name has been scratched out pretty violently, but your name can still be made out underneath.
Scratched out. Yeah. Scratch.
Ellen was saying something about Scratch earlier, when we found him at the lake.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember. It's a crazy jumble, like a nightmare. It doesn't make sense. I remember.
So now maybe we play as Alan Wake, and we get to experience what he did. Alright, so I think it's safe to say that we're now heading to the dark place. Yes, we are, because I see a first aid kit on the desk. That's not a first aid kit, it's a box of tissues. Oh, I see.
Was I in a talk show tonight? Waking
So
up in
Alan-
places with no memory of how I got
His
there.
text is red
It
and
was out of
Saga's is
control.
white.
I didn't need another mugshot in the
Hey, look,
fucking
it's me.
tabloids.
Look how fucking nice I
Had
look.
I already done the show?
Now I'm all washed up and shit.
Was that a recording?
Okay, we can't do this, so let's watch the TV. I like how this is live actioned. That's kind of wild. This is kind of crazy. To see in-game, this is... wow. This is kind of cool. It kind of blends with the surreal, abnormal reality that the game presents.
It is so good to see you, Alan.
This is fucking cool.
Tell me, does it ever get old?
Sorry, does what get old?
Publishing a new book. Are you okay there, my friend? You look like you've been cooped up in the writer's room for a few too many years.
This is exactly how I feel.
You know,
Hey, what's up, Kai? Welcome to Alan Wake 2. So, we completed the gameplay with Saga, and we fought some dickhead in the woods. He was naked, and he had a tree that he was trying to shove into some cavity or another. So, we already dealt with that guy, so we fought a boss, and we left the lake. But the atmosphere and the tension of this game is masterfully directed. It is very, very well done. If you like horror games, definitely invest in this. It's fucking amazing. I don't regret a thing so far. It's fucking incredible. Some of the enemies are a little bit tanky, but other than that, it's really good. So right now, we basically took Presence of Alan Wake, and now we're in the dark place, I think. So this is a talk show that Alan was on that we're watching. So this is in-game, like in-game engine, but this is live acted, like live action acted. So it's really weird. But hello to you all. Welcome to Alan Wake 2. How was stream, Kai?
You see, Initiation tells the story of a fictional writer named Alan Wake, who is trapped in a nightmare, desperately trying to find the manuscript of
I gotta put the headphone back on, because it's like, when the horror shit hits, it hits so good, and it hits so naturally. So it's like, this is definitely a game that you want to play with headphones on. You want to play this with the lights off. Like, you want to be in an environment that supports the atmosphere of the game, because it really does something different. It's really cool. This game is very well directed so far. I'm doing okay. I got attacked by a couple wolves and the naked man with the tree, but other than that, doing pretty good.
Matrix. I mean, the writer is physically in his writer's room, trapped there, and he projects himself out to this dark dream of New York through the story he is writing. Like astral projection. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Go on. I should be taking notes here. This is great stuff.
Notes to that other Alan Wake in that room writing this as we speak? Are we all in your story?
What the fuck is going on here? This is weird. So it seems like Alan is surreally aware of like what's happening, like this is occurring, but it's not. It's very weird. So like I don't know if Alan is writing the book with himself as a character in it or not. And that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Culmination of this hero's journey trilogy of yours. A book called Return, perhaps.
It's like he's reading his mind or something.
Thank you for one of the strangest interviews of my entire career, Alan. Always talk of meta-narratives.
Yeah, see, it's almost weird. It's almost like the Dark Place is autonomously directing the events. And it has a lot of influence to what's happening and what's going on. So it's like I thought that was really happening, but it wasn't. But it was.
Hello?
Oh boy. Okay.
I'm losing it.
This is about to get really, really,
I
really
need
spooky.
to get home. To Alice.
To Alice. Okay, so Alice must be our wife, maybe? I don't know. It's been a very, very long time since I've seen the first Alan Wake.
What the hell was that interview? Some kind of joke?
Do we have any weapons? No, we
Initiation?
don't. Okay, so we don't have anything.
This felt
So
like a
I don't
bad
think they're
dream.
going to throw any threats at us
Could
right
make a
out the
good horror
gate.
story.
Okay, so I gotta figure out where we can go and where we can't.
I was a mess. I'd never heard of this talk show or Mr. Door before. None of it felt right. Was I losing my mind?
My Interpretation of Many Worlds by Caspar Darling. Okay, so that's just a book then. We can't actually read it. Ready then. Okay. That was very fruitful. Not really. What about this room? Oh, this room looks a little different.
That name sounded familiar.
665, Neighbor of the Beast. Nice reference there. Very cool. I'm always up for maiden references. So, in between with Mr. Door, so that's the talk show that we were on. This door won't open, so there's gotta be somewhere else we can go then. We can shut this door, but that doesn't do anything for us. Why is this so dark? We were just in here. Why is this so fucking dark? We don't have a flashlight either. So that leads me to believe that we have to do something back here, but I don't know what. Does this door open? Oh, it does. Okay. Oh, but we need a passcode.
Hey!
Is it 665?
I think I've been locked in.
It's a 3-digit pin.
Anybody?
Fuck.
Yes,
now I
it
have to
is.
find the code myself.
Nice. Cool.
Great.
Ready then.
There was something here. A broken transmission I couldn't quite make out.
Right,
What
so
was
that's
that?
us writing the novel, I
message?
think.
Impossible to say.
So maybe it's us writing the novel, trying to tell ourselves in the book something, possibly. Maybe there's some sort of duality there that I'm too familiar with, because I'm not far enough in the game to know, but that's just a suspicion that I have. It might be completely, entirely unfounded, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's go into the equipment room. There's gotta be something in here. Why the shaky?
There was something in the studio with me.
Don't say that,
I had
Alan.
to get out.
Okay, right. Let's get the fuck out of here then. Wait, hold on. Okay. He might just be saying that. So if it gets really warpy and spooky, I'm gonna fuck off. Okay, it's not really warpy and spooky yet, so... Why did the game save? Oh, let me guess.
This is the ritual to lead you all.
See, all those little dynamic cutaways are really
Waking up
cool.
from the nightmare, I felt
There's
like
quite a few of them,
drowning
but they're
man
really
gasping
well
for air.
orchestrated, I think.
This
Like,
place
they're a
felt
necessary element that
A
feels like
ghost
they
of a
make up
memory
part of the
surfaced.
formula of
About
the
writing
game.
here for countless days.
And it doesn't feel like they're just cut in and interjected. It's really nice. Okay.
A plot
So-
board for mapping out a story.
Oh, I see. Okay, so similarly to how Saga throws cases together,
A summary of the
we
story
throw
so
elements
far.
of the story as
But
Alan
other
Wake.
notes as well. Warnings.
So it's yet another duality.
I couldn't remember what it all meant.
That's cool. Okay.
The name Scratch filled me with dread. I could trust these words. I had to act on them.
Righty
It was
then.
right to escape.
Okay. Get back to writing. Okay, so do we have to go to the typewriter? It appears that we do. Okay. This game making you African? Yeah, something like that. It's definitely dark enough.
I didn't remember much.
Sorry, that was in
But I
poor
knew
taste.
my thoughts and ideas could manifest as reality in this dark place.
This game is very
I used
good
my
though.
writing to project
It's very
myself out of this
atmospheric.
room. Like a
And it does it
young
really, really well.
sleeper and
This game has actually managed to jump scare me on a couple occasions.
This room was my boat. Writing was my lifeline. I would start again at the talk show.
God, it's so good. Catch you up on what's going on. Okay, so Alan Wake 13 years ago went missing at Cauldron Lake. And we play as Detective Saga Anderson, and we're trying to figure out the mystery behind Alan's disappearance. And Robert Nightingale was a victim of this occultish murder that took place at the lake. So, the game began when we went down to Cauldron Lake to investigate the murder of Robert Nightingale. So we conducted an investigation and brought his corpse back. And then we uncovered evidence of some sort of overlap. And the overlap has something to do with the duality of the narration of Alan's story that he's writing right now, and Saga Anderson's investigation. So, Saga Anderson's investigation is continued as Wake makes progress in writing his novel. So we get direction from both elements, from both perspectives of either character. And it's really, really cool. So basically, like I said, we just conducted the investigation with Saga Anderson. We explored the lake. We found Alan Wake. When we went through the overlap to this other world, this other dimension, the water receded and revealed Wake's body. So we recovered Alan Wake, and we brought him back to town. And now Alan is trying to recall.
Welcome back to the show. So, Alan, as the creator of the character, how do you
Alan is
feel
trying to
about
recall the events that he experienced to be able to give us a explanation of what happened to him.
I know it can be an awkward question with the man sitting right next to you, but I mean, how do you feel about him?
So
in
this
the
guy
role
right
of
here is
Casey?
Sam Lake.
Look the part to you?
He's the creative director, I think, behind Alan Wake, if I'm not mistaken.
Like I always imagined Casey to be. It's uncanny.
I told you, dude. He's
Thank
fucking
you.
Casey.
That means so much to me.
Also, he's
I'm a
Finnish, so
huge
feel free
fan
to
of
make
your
fun of
book.
his funny accent. It's
What's
very
the
cute.
problem,
It's like
Alan? Because
strudel.
on more than
It's
one
very weird.
occasion, you voiced your reservations about the adaptations.
It's not that. They're their own thing. They've gone with choices that are different from mine. I feel protective about my stories, and these adaptations. I don't know. I guess I just wish I could have been more involved in making them.
Well, in that case, you won't have seen this either. We have a clip from the new film, Murder Case Casey. Should we roll it, or do you want to say something first, Sam?
Nah, just roll it.
I love his funny Finnish accent. It's so adorable.
This city was an old scar that refused to heal. The rain made it fester. It needed the sun, but there was only the night. I was tired. Insomnia covered me like a
So, like I
plastic
said, we're
film.
playing the game in engine, but when we look at the TV, we go into a fully live-acted, performed
I was trying to track
sequence.
down a missing writer.
And we're on this talk show right now.
Lamp, shaped like an angel.
But we're not. But it's what it's showing us.
Mystery.
And it's so weird because, like, we're thrusted from the reality of playing a Saga into the other world, into the dimension of the overlap and the dark place. And Alan Wake is trapped there, I think.
About a lamp.
And then we've pulled Alan from this dark place, but I think he's still there. Like, I think Alan's mind is in the dark place, but his physical property, like his physical body, is in the real world with us.